Hey there! Today we're diving into something that's, well, it's incredibly personal for a lot of us. We're talking about how to get through that really deep, profound pain, especially as a single mom. And we're going to look at it through the lens of faith, not just about getting by, but about actually healing. Let's just jump right in with a moment that I think you might know all too well.
Yeah, this moment right here. This is so raw, isn't it? And for some of you, it's probably painfully familiar. It's that feeling of hitting absolute rock bottom. You know the one, where the weight of everything, the responsibility, the heartbreak, the sheer exhaustion, it's all so heavy you feel like you literally can't catch your breath. It's a place of being completely and totally broken. And you know what? It's right there, in that exact spot, that the path to healing actually has to be.
And this right here is really the core of the problem, isn't it? When you're just drowning in that kind of emotional pain, what's the first thing that goes out the window? Usually it's taking care of yourself physically. You stop eating right, you can't sleep, you don't move. But here's the thing, that neglect, it doesn't just happen with the pain, it actually feeds the pain. It creates this awful, vicious cycle that feels just impossible to break out of.
So, okay, where do we even begin? How do you start to break that cycle? Well, the very first step back is all about the physical. And I'm not talking about self-care like it's some kind of spa day or a luxury. No, this is about completely reframing it. Seeing it as a fundamental, even spiritual act of, well, tending to your own temple.
And that idea, it just completely changes how you think about physical care, right? Suddenly, it's not just about diet and exercise. This scripture frames it as something so much deeper, an act of stewardship, an act of worship even. It's about honoring the body, this vessel that God gave you. And wow, what a powerful mindset shift that is, especially when you feel like you're just falling to pieces.
And look, let's be real. When you can barely get yourself out of bed, nobody's expecting you to go run a marathon or spend 2 hours at the gym. That's just not realistic. The key here is to start small. I mean, really small. We're talking about gentle, doable things. Can you take a short walk, just around the block? Can you grab a piece of fruit instead of something from a bag? Maybe do a few simple stretches while you're praying? These little things, they're so powerful because you can actually do them. And every single one is a small step in the right direction, starting to break that cycle of neglect.
Okay, so once we start tending to our physical bodies, even in these small ways, the next step is to turn inward. And this one is about spiritual honesty. I'm talking about being brutally, rawly, 100% honest with God about everything you're feeling. The pain, the anger, the confusion, all of it.
And this question, man, it just stops you in your tracks, doesn't it? It really makes you think about why we avoid being that honest. Why do we hold back from God? Is it because we think we're somehow protecting Him from our anger? Or maybe we're just trying to protect ourselves from feeling more disappointment? But seriously, just take a second and think about it. What is the actual benefit of staying silent?
The answer? It's simple. There isn't one. Zero. There is absolutely no benefit. All that holding back does is stand in the way of your healing. I mean, think about it. God already knows every single detail of what's in your heart, what you're struggling with. So shutting Him out, it doesn't save Him from anything. It just blocks you from the very comfort and presence He's trying to give you.
And this is the beautiful promise for when you finally do cry out. You're not met with judgment, you're met with a healer. When you're honest, you're literally inviting God right into the middle of your struggle. And that allows Him to do what He does best, to draw near to you and start binding up those wounds.
Which brings us to a really critical part of healing, and one that I think a lot of people misunderstand. And that's step 3, learning how to grieve well. This is all about seeing grief not as this thing you have to just get over or rush through, but as a necessary, active season in your life that you have to go through to truly heal.
And believe me, there is a massive difference between grieving in a healthy way and an unhealthy way. Healthy grieving means you actually acknowledge the pain of what you lost. You know, the relationship, the dream you had, that feeling of security. It's a season, not a life sentence. It's about letting yourself feel all the things you need to feel so you can eventually move forward. Unhealthy grieving, well, that's what keeps you stuck. It's either trying to ignore the pain completely or just wallowing in it forever.
So really, the big takeaway here is this. Don't be so afraid of the discomfort. It is so tempting to just try and sprint through the healing process to get to the good part on the other side. But actually sitting with that pain for a little while, that's what gives God the space to show you things. It's in that uncomfortable place that you learn the lessons you're going to need for whatever's next. It's where you start to find purpose in all that pain.
And that idea of finding purpose, it leads us perfectly into our final step, which is all about perspective. Step 4 is patience. It's about truly understanding and accepting that real healing is a journey. It's not a single event. It's not a destination you just arrive at. It just does not happen overnight.
And because we want that quick fix, it is so easy to reach for these counterfeits. You know what I'm talking about. A rebound relationship to numb the pain of the last one. A little retail therapy for that temporary high. Pouring yourself into work to get that validation. But at the end of the day, they're all just different ways of self-medicating. They're like temporary band-aids that don't actually fix the problem. And they often end up just ripping the wound right back open later.
So, instead of reaching for those counterfeits, let's focus on some practical things, some actual healing practices. Think of this as your toolkit for the journey. Try unplugging your phone for just an hour a day and embrace some quiet. Please seek professional Christian counseling. There is absolutely zero shame in getting help. Journal your thoughts, your prayers. It's amazing to look back and see how God was faithful. Find your support system, your church, a mom's group, your people. And this one's huge. Be present and have fun with your kids. Let their joy be your anchor right now.
So as we wrap this up, I just want to leave you with one final thought. It's a question that has the power to reframe everything you're going through right now. Instead of seeing all this pain as some kind of dead end, what if you saw it as a training ground? What if all the lessons you're learning right now, all the strength you're building, what if that becomes the very story you use to help someone else heal one day? Just think about it. How might this season of complete brokenness actually be the very beginning of a beautiful, brand new purpose for your life?